because it's there. You can look at, you can find people who can inspire you. There are so many people out there who, well, if you want to find them, they're there, and they will inspire you to have a positive way out. You know, and of course, above all else, you need to find your spiritual voice, your spiritual energy, because that is the only way you're gonna really feel, like content, and the only way you're gonna find your inner peace and power. I mean, I'm not a religious person, and I'm not saying you should find religion, but we're all spiritual beings, so you need to connect somehow with some spiritual vibes, whichever of your choice. But you need to look for things that will make you think positive, that will make you put a smile on your face. You don't, if you have people around you who are not being positive, and when you meet them, all the conversations you're having together are not making you feel good, you don't need to be around these people. Trust me, because they're not helping you. And you need people that will lift you up, not bring you down. So that's something that we all have to, look out for. And yeah, do the things. I mean, some people will do yoga. Some people will go to the church. If you just want to sing in the shower, or whatever it is you want to do, it doesn't matter what you do, as long as whatever you're doing is bringing you the peace that you need. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. If what you're doing is helping you to go to the place where you want to go, that's the most important thing. So you need to find a solution. Yes, you need to find a solution. If you go towards certain things like drinking too much, or taking certain things, drugs, is not going to help you. It's just going to make your situation worse. So it's always up to you. It's a choice. I mean, people say, "Oh, I couldn't help it, and I'm not strong enough." Everybody has strength and has weaknesses. And in actual fact, the energies are just out there. You open up yourself and take in the ones you feel you want to take in, and you're always doing it by choice. I mean, you might say to yourself you have no choice, but that's just a mind game you're playing with yourself, because you're the one that's actually doing it. When you're walking down the street, if you come to a crossroad, you can go right, you can go left. I mean, unless somebody puts a gun to your head and make you turn left or turn right, you're making the choice. So you need to just be conscious that you're making the choice, and just step to the right or step to the left. And that way, you can't be pointing your fingers, because pointing fingers at other people or things is just a way to escape your reality and escape, accepting that you're in charge of yourself and your physical, mental, spiritual body to that extent, And we're all going through things, I mean, I was diagnosed with cancer last June, for example. And so, you could say, wow, how can you be positive? Well, why not? Why should I not be positive? My positivity has kept me alive, and it's healing me right now. So why should I be another way around? Somebody would see me. Most people don't even believe that I have a problem, any kind of a problem, much more cancer. Some people see cancer as a death sentence. Me, I just see it as an illness, and illnesses can be cured. It depends on a lot of things. When it's your time, it's your time. If it's your time to go, you can be walking in the street and you can just fall down and you're gone, But when it's not your time, it's not your time. So, but it's all to do with you also, and what you're attracting to yourself, and how you're dealing with life, day to day. The things you tell yourself are very important, I remember listening to Bob Dylan a while back, and he says, everybody's got to serve somebody, or something, or some energy, That's what it comes down to in the end, you know. It's like we're all spirits. Whether you want to accept that or not, it's not really important to me, maybe to the next person. It's for your own self, you know. You have to look at your own self and make the decisions. But in the end, in the essence, it's like trying to stay on an upful path. Always, you know, there's always a solution to every problem. Don't ever think that a problem is unsolvable. Every problem has a solution. It's whether you're willing to take up the energy and the time to do the solution. It's never always easy, but that also is a state of mind. It's not. I always say it's as hard as it is easy. It's what you tell yourself in your head. You tell yourself it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And a lot of people do that before you begin. If you think, oh, it's going to be difficult to do this, it's going to be difficult because you're already telling yourself that, you know, that it's going to be difficult. So how can it ever be easy? If you just say to yourself, I'm just going to do it, you won't even notice how hard it is because nothing is ever easy in the beginning. If you don't know how to do something, it's always hard. But you will do it, and after you do it, it becomes easy, you know? A quick example, you know, when I was a young person, I used to say, how do people drive these cars? How do they know when to change the gears? It's impossible to know that. And then when I got older and I started to drive, you don't have to even think about when to change the gears because you can feel when you need to change the gears. You know what I mean? It's just natural, you know? And everything really is like that. Sometimes people can write, you know, they can break it down and write it down and whatever so that other people can come along and study it. But basically, it's all feelings, man. It's all vibes, you know? It's all the energy that's just floating around, you know? So please, try to find means and find ways to make yourself positive in this time, especially because negative, there's too much of it around and it's not helping us. It's not helping the universe. And we're all setting examples, whether you're aware of it or not. You know, there are people, children especially, watching you and they're like mimicking you. So if you're not doing the positive things, you're sending out negative messages. And you know, if you're a mother or your parent especially, it's not good because it doesn't matter what you tell your children. If what your behavior is different from what you're telling them, they're going to follow your behavior. They say action speaks louder than words, and that's a fact. So if you're telling children not to do this, don't smoke and you're smoking, don't drink and you're drinking, do you think that's going to work? No, it's not going to work because they're going to say, first of all, why is mama or dad telling me not to do this and they're doing it? You know? So please, on the positive path, let's make it a nicer place, at least for your immediate surroundings. You can't fix the whole world, but you can fix yourself and you can fix your surroundings, and that will just spread. You know, every ripple spreads out. You know what I'm saying? So I won't keep you more because we're running out of time, but that's my topic for today, spread positive energy. So I hope that we all will do our best to spread some positive vibes, you know, today, tomorrow, and the next day, and continue. So bless up yourselves, more love, more life, more respect, and stay with me.